Good evening to you. I hope you're ready for tonight's story. It isn't about monsters hiding in the dark. It's about what happens when the darkness hides inside us and learns to smile. This is Loneliness Beneath Evil, Hitchhiker's Guide to Hell's Highway. You're listening to The Fractured Mind, where the darkness in you has teeth. You ever pick someone up off the side of the road? A hitchhiker, I mean. Someone standing out there in the rain, thumb out, eyes wide like maybe they're running from something, or towards something worse. Most folks drive right on by, but sometimes the dark gets inside you. And that's when people make their mistakes. So let me tell you a story about a girl I met once, or maybe a girl like me. The rain had been falling for hours, cold, steady, and cruel. It came down in silver sheets, soaking through my jacket, running down my arms like the world itself wanted to wash me away. The highway stretched out both ways, black and empty. Nothing but the hum of rain on asphalt. Every time I saw headlights coming, my heart would jump. But most cars just roared past, tires hissing, a blur of light swallowed by the dark again. Until one didn't. It came slow. A semi. Big rig, chrome teeth flashing even through the storm. The engine grumbled low like it was thinking things through. For a moment, I thought about running. But where would I go? Back to Mom's house? Back to my stepdad? No thanks. I'd rather take my chances with the devil himself on the open road. The truck hissed to a stop beside me, brakes squealing like something wounded. The passenger window rolled down. "You lost, sweetheart?" The man had a voice like cigarette smoke, gravelly, heavy, gray at the temples, eyes that squinted like he didn't trust the world much anymore. "Just trying to get to the next town," I said. He looked me up and down, too long, really getting an eyeful. Then he grinned. "Well, hop in. You'll catch your death out here." So I did. The cab smelled like stale coffee and something sour. An old dried-out air freshener, a Playboy bunny, hung limp from the mirror. The radio hummed low, old country heartbreak twanging through static. "Name's Fast Eddy," he said, watching me climb in. "You?" "Lila," I said, which wasn't my name. "Well, Lila," he chuckled. "Out of the frying pan and into the fire, huh?" He laughed at his own joke. I laughed too, because that's what you do when the person next to you might be a monster. The truck groaned back onto the road, wipers squeaking in rhythm. For a while, neither of us said much. Then he asked, "What's a pretty little thing like you doing out here all alone?" I hesitated. "It's my stepdad," I said finally. "He's not a good man." Eddie whistled low. "Figures. There's always some bastard." Then he grinned again. "You runnin' from one bad man, you best make sure you don't end up with another." I nodded. He chuckled. "Don't worry, you'll be fine with me. I take care of lost girls." The miles rolled by. The rain softened to mist. The cab felt smaller. He talked a lot about his ex-wife, his roots, his nights on the road, about loneliness, about need. Every time he shifted gears, his hand moved a little closer to my knee. The air thickened around us, heavy as wet cloth. He offered me coffee from his thermos. It was bitter and lukewarm. He smiled when I drank it, like that meant something. "You got a place to stay tonight?" he asked. I shook my head. He grinned wider. "Lucky for you, I know a quiet spot, off the main road. You can rest up." My heart thudded. Part of me wanted to jump out right there, into the night. But another part of me stirred, deep, ancient, hungry. The kind of hunger that doesn't come from the body. The kind that comes from the soul. We turned off the main highway onto a narrow service road. The pines pressed in close on both sides, their branches dripping black water. No lights, no houses, just the steady hum of the engine. He grinned like a wolf who is about to feast. "Almost there, Lila. You'll like it." He parked beneath a sagging oak. The world outside the windshield was nothing but mist and shadow. "You cold?" he asked. eyes glinting. I nodded. "Come here," he said. "I can warm you up." And something in me broke open. Something I'd kept buried since the night I stopped being a girl. I looked at him, really looked. The way his pulse beat in his throat, the way his breath hitched when I smiled. The heat of him, the life of him, so loud I could almost taste it. For a moment, I pitied him. He thought he was the hunter. He thought this story was about him. I leaned closer. "Thank you for the ride," I whispered, rain still clinging to my hair. When I touched his cheek, he shivered. When I kissed him, he smiled. And then, his breath faltered. The pull began softly, like a thread unwinding. His life rushed into me, not blood, not heat, but something deeper, his soul. Maybe. It burned like lightning through my veins. He gasped, eyes wide, trying to understand. What just happened? His hands clawed weakly at my shoulders. But the harder he fought, the faster it came. His heart stuttered, then slowed, then stopped. And when I pulled away, he was still. I held him there, his body heavy in my arms. For a second, I almost whispered, "Sorry." But what good are apologies to the dead? The cab was quiet now. No music, no heartbeat, just the steady tick of rain on the glass. I brushed the hair from his forehead, laid him back against the seat. "You're free now," I said softly. "You can rest." I stepped down from the truck. The mud was cool beneath my bare feet. The mist wrapped around me like a shroud. I should have felt powerful. I always think I will. But it's never power that fills me. Just silence. That's the curse. Not the killing. The needing. See, I wasn't always like this. Once, I was just a girl trying to survive a man like him. But something found me when I ran. Something that heard my screaming and mistook it for a prayer. Now I carry it. The hunger. The ache. The loneliness beneath the evil. Sometimes I wonder if I was chosen, or if I chose it myself. If maybe it's just easier to be the monster than to keep being the victim. I keep walking after every one of them. Every road, every town, every storm. Always looking for the next kind soul who slows down to help a lost girl in the rain. And I'll smile, and I'll lie, and I'll hope, just for a heartbeat, that this one will see through me. That he'll see what I am and run. But they never do. They always stop. And the story begins again. So next time you're driving late at night and you see a girl on the side of the road, soaked to the bone, eyes full of pleading, maybe just keep driving. Because some things out there aren't looking for a ride. They're looking for a soul that still believes in kindness. And when they find one, they feed.
They say the road never really ends. It just changes who's driving it. Somewhere out there, beneath the rain and the radio static, a girl named Lila is still walking, or maybe waiting. Maybe she was the monster. Or maybe she just became what the world made her. And if you ever find yourself out on a lonely stretch of highway, headlights cutting through the fog, and you see someone standing there in the rain, don't stop. Because some souls aren't meant to be saved. If you liked tonight's story, please share it, and don't forget to subscribe. It keeps the fire burning here at The Fractured Mind. Until next time, keep your doors locked and your lights on. You never know what's waiting out there in the dark.